Slowly kisses passing by the river.
Last time I talked about TI and how TIs don't really care to share their information since it is personal and basically only makes sense to someone who has followed the whole thought process, which is very long and deep and extended over a period of time. So it's not easily explained to someone who hasn't followed that train of thought. So the best way to get to know a TI really is to live with a TI or even share your life with a TI so that you can continuously follow that train of thought. And I'm not sure about FI and how that would apply to the FI function, because what I understand is that FI is stacking good and bad. I watched Steve's channel, Steve the Intp. He's a great guy and he has some really profound and interesting thoughts about the differences between FI and TI. So I think I'll rather just put a link to his channel, to that episode down below, so you can check that out instead of me trying to blast back something that is already out there and very well put already. So I don't need to redo that. It's already done. But basically I was talking about TI last time, and TI is an introverted function where we stack our truths over time, and one truth builds on the next, or the next truth builds on the one before, and so forth. So it all makes perfect sense in our inner world, but to be able to track that, you really need to know that person for quite a while, or if it's a TI who has learned to blast a little bit and to explain and to actually, oh no, that was my friend calling and we had a great conversation. I went out for a walk, I had dinner, and now I'm back and I have changed my clothes. So where was I? I think I was talking about TI and the unwillingness TI have to share their information with others. So the TI people, they don't like sharing, or do they? Well, at least I have heard many, many, many times that I should open up more. And the thing is that I always want the moment to be perfect, before I open up. But to be honest, here in life, that rarely happens, these so-called perfect moments. And then we can add another factor to that, which is that I am savior feeling. I am your friendly host. So I will always put my attention on you and not on me, because that is what Effie does. By default, it's not like a trait of, a good person or anything. It's just a default wiring. So basically, the Effie will shine their light on you, on the tribe, and they will hope that someone will do the same for them. That is my honest truth. But they can't ask for it, because if you would ask for that, what kind of DE would you be? You wouldn't be a good DE, That's a joke. Okay, let's talk a little bit about DE versus DI. So I have this little car game on my phone, and I downloaded it because I have a friend who has a son. He's about 6 or 7, and we were playing that game one day, and I decided to download it myself just to get better, because I kind of like winning. I mean, this is a little kid, so yeah, that's pathetic. But I kind of always liked winning. I mean, it's not necessarily now with this game, and it's not winning, it's like getting good at something, the feeling of it, So anyway, I had that car game and I really learned how to play. It was kind of fun. So next time I was visiting there, and me and the boy, we were playing again. He had his iPad, I had my phone, and we were sitting there playing. And kids are really amazing, because he was sincerely impressed by my driving, which I can understand because I did well. I don't always do, but that time I did. And he was like, wow, you're better than I am. You're better than me. That was his honest truth. I love kids because they always tell you the truth. They also tell you when you have ugly teeth or if you are fat or something else. But anyway, somehow it's charming when they tell the truth. yeah, so my point is, when I was driving the cars, I realized that you could change the perspective of the driver. So at first, when I was driving, I could like see more of my own car plus the other cars. But then when I switched to like, well, I don't know what it's called, but another mode, I was like just more in a tunnel vision kind of thing, just seeing like straight ahead. I wasn't able to look as much to the sides or, you know, around myself. Here we see the extroverted decider mode, where you can both see yourself, the green car, and you can see the other cars pretty well. So that's the tribe. When we switch to introverted decider mode, we are more focused on our own path and we see less of the tribe. I think it's kind of interesting to see that when you are a DI, which I am not, you have this ability to just see your own path. What is important to you? Like, this car in front of me is in the way, so I have to turn and pass, you know, whatever. While a DE is more aware of the whole spectrum, of the whole road, of all the cars and where they are in position to one another, in position to you, what they look like, and so forth. So they are more comparing, they're comparing themselves to the tribe members between them also, among them. So yeah, it's a quite interesting perspective, right? So me being a DE, that was really refreshing. When I switched to that DI mode, playing the car game, suddenly I got better because somehow, I think even in the car game, by default, I was looking at the other cars and I was focusing more on the whole rather than just focusing on my driving, which is ridiculous because this is a car game and nobody cares. And those cars don't even have any feelings, or they aren't even real. They aren't aware, you know. So maybe that's a good practice for me as a DE, to play the game from the DI perspective. And interestingly enough, I always did choose the DE perspective when playing. I wanted to have the surrounding, the tribe. I wanted to see where I was in the context, in the bigger picture. I didn't just want to see my own path, my own tunnel vision going forward, moving just for me, but I was going to play like in the tribe, moving in a kind of a flow with the other cars, with my DE mode. So now, since I switched to DI mode when I'm playing, I'm getting better at driving. Like, I'm actually focusing on the task itself. My Sunday episode got a little bit messy, but what I did today was first to rant a little bit about the TI function, and then rant more about the DI versus the DE perspective. So it's the self over tribe or the tribe over self. And now, by watching the little video game video that I made, we can see that there is a difference of the perspective and how you view your path, depending on whether you are an extroverted decider or an introverted decider. Okay, tune in next Sunday. I will be back with a new video, and my main topic for the moment is about the coins. So the coins that will help us to type a person. And today we were talking about mainly the DIDE coin. And I will lay out more of the overview, maybe next time, or at least soon. So yeah, now you got some sensory before you got the overview, which isn't what I usually do. So there you go. Have a good one. Bye.